What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got something pretty big today because Tesla will be establishing a presence in India with a production facility in Karnataka, India. This is an area that's located southwest region of the company, and it's a pretty big deal. We've been hearing a lot of rumors about how Tesla could one day be setting up a gigafactory in India because why not? They have a massive population. The country is trying to push their citizens into clean energy. And there's a lot of individuals over there that love Tesla, but because of this enormous Indian import tax, most individuals can't afford this. And also towards the end of the video, we will be talking about the Gigafactory Shanghai. It's going to be phase 3 because that's going to be what's making the $25,000 car. That's what everyone is talking about right now. I think it's super interesting because this vehicle will be adding on a ton of competition. Over there in China, there's a lot of other Chinese car companies making vehicles that are priced at roughly $25,000 to $30,000. So the Model 3 being kind of expensive at like $39,000, $40,000 could definitely, be a lot better if it's combined with other models that's a lot cheaper. I think Tesla will get more sales and definitely more money, better revenue, and the share price goes up, and it's beneficial for everyone. But let's talk about this brand new factory in India because this is going to be the first major presence that Tesla will be having in the country. It's also been widely speculated several years ago that Tesla will be having some sort of a foreign plant in India. And this is a really sudden piece of news because everyone has been pretty focused on the Indonesian Gigafactory because they sit on the world's largest nickel reserve with very high quality and it's very dense. But right now, Indian fans are very excited for the electric automaker. And Musk has been saying that opening a factory in India is a pretty good sign. In late 2020, Musk actually said that 2021 would finally be the year that would happen. A lot of people were really skeptical about whether or not this is going to be true. There has been some delays in what Musk has been saying. For example, the robotaxi, the $25,000 Tesla launch, stuff like that. But hey, right now we're going to be seeing a pretty big production plant in India. It will be cranking out a ton of cars. I'm guessing it's most likely going to be the Model 3 and possibly the Model 3 plus the Model Y. India has this huge import tax that makes Tesla vehicles unaffordable for the most of the country's population. Around Q1 of this year, 2021, we saw Tesla importing some Tesla Model 3s. These Tesla Model 3s weren't anything super special. I mean, they're just like a regular Tesla Model 3, longer range, stuff like that, different colors. But they were selling them for like the price of a Model S here in the United States. It was like $70,000, $80,000 for a Model 3, and that's in USD. That's way too pricey. So obviously, if you make a production facility in India and just make the cars in-house and just sell it around the region, you could just sell the Model 3s for around the same price as here in America. Very similar to the Shanghai Gigafactory. Their vehicle prices are about $40,000 for a Model 3 compared to like $45,000, $50,000, $55,000 when it's imported. So it's actually pretty nice. January documents of this year were submitted to India's Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and Tesla is officially showing a bunch of business licenses and applying for several of these business licenses to sell the cars and also energy products. And guess what? These requests were granted by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. That's pretty nice. That's one big step ahead. And Tesla is now trying to decide on a location for a production facility in the coming weeks. This is now official. Could be seeing a factory being built and fully operational by the end of this year or early 2022. But so far, I think this is a pretty big catalyst. India has this massive market. They have over 1 billion people, and the government right now is giving out massive incentives for individuals to just go buy an electric vehicle. Very similar to how Biden's doing right now, where if you buy an electric vehicle here in the United States, you get a $7,000 tax credit. That essentially makes the Model 3 here in the US priced at roughly $29,000 to $30,000, which is cheaper than a starting price of a Mercedes-Benz car and also a BMW. Let's just talk about India. It's looking pretty good for the car manufacturer. I mean, this is India's first factory, but right now we're trying to see if there's any news about the Indonesian Gigafactory. I think Tesla this year is doing a lot of pretty cool things. They're trying to get like the Berlin Gigafactory, the Austin Gigafactory fully operational. They want to get the battery stuff up and going. They're trying to secure the lithium and also nickel. And now they're getting a bunch of details about setting up a Gigafactory in India and also a one that's coming up in Indonesia. And last but not least, we got to talk about the $25,000 Tesla vehicle because the Gigafactory Shanghai, the expansion is going up. There's a lot of news about how this will be impacting a ton of different consumers over there because a lot of budget Chinese vehicles are priced at roughly $20,000 to $30,000, and the Model 3, sure, it's selling pretty well, but if you want to sell even better, you got to make a cheaper vehicle. Now, this $25,000 car, don't get too excited yet, will not be available anywhere else. It will only be exclusively available in China, and production is rumored to start around 2022. So if you really want a $25,000 Tesla with full self-driving in it, and also it's a really nice hatchback, that's what the rumored looks are, then you're out of luck. You kind of have to wait a few years after they sell them in China before it's available other places. Because if you want to produce these here in the United States, you got to make a gigafactory that just makes the car. So far, if you check out the Shanghai Gigafactory Phase 3, steel beams and also ditches are being built. There's already a lot of zoning going on, a lot of builders. There's also a new workshop that's going on for the $25,000 Tesla car. This is pretty nice because they are hiring a bunch of local talent that will be designing this 25 grand Tesla so it appeals to the locals, especially appeals to the Chinese audience. I'm really curious about what this is going to be because everyone's thinking about how cheap this car is. But the rumors are saying that this 25 grand compact car could also be used in the robotaxi fleet. Tesla recently offered lease to buy options for the Model 3 and the Model Y, which beforehand they did not allow that for the Model 3. And after you lease it, you got to return the car. But now, because Tesla has an option to make this really cheap variant, this 25 grand Tesla, there's really no point in getting the cars like the Model 3s back and just sitting in the garage when they could just produce a bunch of these fully autonomous 25 grand Teslas, a lot cheaper to make, a lot faster to produce, and everyone seems to like them, and then rent them out as robotaxis. I think it's going to be a pretty big market if Tesla does come out with this because within 2 to 3 years, this vehicle will be fully operational, will be sold in like thousands and thousands of batches. On top of that, you do have full self-driving. Robotaxi will be fully improved in the next 2 to 3 years. And guess what? Uber and Lyft has this massive love for autonomous vehicles along with other ride-hail companies in China and also India. They may even announce themselves to buy a ton of $25,000 robotaxi Teslas, which is a pretty big market. So I think what Musk is doing here is not only do they want to sell this $25,000 car, but they also want to rent it out as a robotaxi. I think there's a lot of big things going on. I mean, Tesla is building a vehicle that is versatile and useful in virtually every single scenario. I'm really curious to see what the company has to offer. There's a lot of rumors and talks and little leaks and stuff like that, little theories that people are coming up for a Tesla. I think it's pretty interesting that this car company is doing a lot of different things. It's very different from other car manufacturers out there in the market. That's all it, guys. Thanks for watching, and comment below how do you guys feel about the Indian Gigafactory. Do you guys like this? How fast do you think the Gigafactory will be created? And that's about it. I'm getting really excited for the 25 grand Tesla.